Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Ryan, aka Zella, and I adore reading and reviewing indie comic books. And it is one of my goals to make sure that you have a brand new favorite original character and you love the teams behind them. So this week, I have something special planned for you. We are going to the Melanin verse because we're going to talk about a little comic called Flame. Ladies and gentlemen, is Flame by Everett Montgomery and Jalisha McCoy, aka King and Queen Lion. I'm sure if you know anything about comics or on social media, you might have heard their names, but yes, they have their own comic, they have their own universe, and you're not gonna believe this. The creative team on this one is just them as a pair. King Lion writes it, Queen Lion draws it. So the book starts off with the idea that melanin as a power source all came together, coalesced into the mother of creation, a being that wanted to experience life. So what did she do? She started creating life, these worlds, these small worlds with living melanin that produced these beings, these magic beings, these beings that were so full of energy that they were basically godlike. But the thing was, not all of them could produce their own melanin, which is the power source, the connection to the universe in this world, and they can't all create their own. So what happened, as beings do when there's not enough resources and everybody wants something, they go to war about it. But she had 5 sons: Malcolm, Martin, Ali, Lucifer, and Dinar. I'm sure some of those names seem pretty familiar to you. I love it. I love the little nods to history. Thank you so much, King and Queen. But Lucifer obviously defects because it's Lucifer. That's like, of one thing across all of the multiverse, Lucifer is probably going to be like, you know what? Bump this. That seems about him. Lucifer had defected because he had fallen in love with the woman, and I will let you get to that part of the book, okay? I'm not gonna spoil. But as Lucifer was planning on devouring literally the planet, something happened. He was stopped by 5 more beings that they weren't expecting at all. The mother of creation never really expected that the living melanin that she had put into these planets would come together like it did with her, coalesce in order to protect and save every race and every species on the planet. So that's exactly what it's doing now. And their plan was to basically subdue or suppress all of the living melanin on all the other planets so that there wouldn't be so much to basically fight over. So the emergence of these 5 beings basically ended the melanin wars. But after that, something very, very interesting happened. There were beings that were able to tap into the living melanin in a different way than what they had previously seen. And that is where our story begins with EJ. Because right here on this page, it says, now that you know the story, EJ, you need to wake up. Your adventure begins now. You flip the page and, oh, I need you to go to the site, buy the book, guys. Sorry. I'm gonna need you to do that. If you head over to kingandqueenlion.com, you'll be able to pick up whatever copies of Flame that you would like. I think there's 15 issues, so you're not too far behind, but you're also not going to get left on cliffhangers. That's me. That's what I do in my videos, but you guys can absolutely go and read them. I'm not going to explain it to you. I'm not just some guy that explains comics. I don't do that here. That's somebody else. I hope you guys enjoyed that and you'll go and check them out. So what is my review? What is my take on it? Best book ever, obviously. Now, remember the only 2 things that I ever ask you guys to do. 1, go drink water. 2, do something kind, and I'll see you next time. Peace.